Good morning. This is the daily recap for August 10th, 2026. A neutral, source-backed look at the world's politics, conflicts, good news, and bad news. Today, diplomacy is moving around the Strait of Hormuz. Fighting is still hitting Ukraine's ports, and severe weather is disrupting life in China and Canada.
First, politics and diplomacy. Iran says an agreement with Oman defining new shipping lanes through the Strait of Hormuz is in its final stages. But Tehran says the waterway will reopen only if Washington meets additional conditions, including compensation, an end to sanctions, and the removal of what Iran calls military threats. That means a possible framework, not a reopening. In Washington, President Trump named Staff Secretary Will Scharf as the next White House counsel, effective September 1. Britain announced almost £130 million for zero-emission vehicle technology and connected mobility projects. And Colombia's new president, Abelardo de la Espriella, began his term promising a hard line on crime alongside spending restraint.
In conflict news, Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthis said they attacked Saudi Aramco's Jazan refinery. Saudi authorities said a resulting fire was extinguished and no injuries were reported. In Gaza, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected the 15-point plan associated with President Trump and said Israel would not withdraw until Hamas is disarmed. In Ukraine, Kyiv said Russia damaged Odessa's seaport. Russian authorities said a Ukrainian drone attack killed people in Belgorod. Russia also said it hit fuel storage facilities near Odessa and Chernomorsk, but Reuters said it could not independently verify that claim.
There are a few signs of progress. Indonesia says the Mount Bromo fire has been extinguished, though crews are watching new hotspots. Some Spokane evacuees are returning as firefighters tackle remaining hotspots, and India's government has introduced exam reforms after youth protests. The UK is also putting new money into zero-emission vehicle research and connected mobility. These are limited gains, but they show how recovery and reform can move forward even during a difficult news cycle.
The difficult news is severe. Typhoon Dolphin made landfall in eastern China and drove more than 1 million evacuations. A British Columbia wildfire forced thousands to leave. 2 aircraft narrowly avoided a tarmac collision in Sydney, and a cabin crew member was injured. In Thailand, officials say 2 people were wounded in a shooting near Bangkok. The common thread is uncertainty. Fires can flare again, storms can disrupt entire regions, and claims in conflict zones require care.
That is the daily recap for August 10th. Follow for tomorrow's neutral, source-backed world news briefing. And remember, check the evidence, separate claims from confirmed facts, and stay informed.